If I told you that I could actually get you out of all of this, not in 30, 40, 50 years, not in even 16 years, but in less than 5 years, would you believe me? Hello everyone and welcome back to the Velocity channel, where this is your bridge to financial freedom. Listen, we have a lot of loans here and a lot of lines here. All of these are balances that are going to quickly go away. Why? Not by doing the traditional banking way of doing things, but by doing the Velocity way of banking. Now listen, if I have to show you something right now. But before we do, let's go ahead and get you to like, share, and subscribe so everyone around the planet can see the power of Velocity banking. Now, let's get into this. All right, so first of all, we have lines of credit, okay? Yay! All right, then we have loans. Boo! Okay, why are we saying that? Well, because loans are one way, and that is a way away from you. You do not have access to anything that you put in here. Versus these lines of credit, these precious lines of credit, they are revolving, every one of them. Open-ended accounts, revolving accounts, revolving lines of credit, meaning you can pay, borrow, all right? And that's why people are turning $1,000 electric bills, right? And also credit card bills, they're halving them, right? They're 50%ing them. They are no longer paying what they were told they would have to pay. Why? Because they are using their credit in a wise way, just like we're gonna do, all right? So here we have a loan, all these loans, right? 3 loans, and one of them is $2,090.20 at $174 each month. Another one is $29,527 at $650.12 a month. And then another one is $16,503 at $555 each month. Remember, the bank's goal is to have you pay as long as possible and not to arise any suspicion. Okay? So on the line of credit side, man, we've got all of these lines of credit. These are balances, folks. And this is what I want to tell you. Do not be concerned about these balances. As a matter of fact, you may be thinking to yourself right now, CJ, you've got the balances. You've got the minimum monthly payments. Where's the interest rate, right? I see the fire, right? I see the wood. Where's the sacrifice, right? Where is the interest rate, CJ? Okay, all right. Do the interest rate matters? Does it matter? When we're doing and paying off these loans and these lines in the Velocity banking way, do the interest rates matter? Why would you want the interest rates? Okay, let's show you the interest rates, all right? This one is 29%, which means you divide 29% by 12, okay, and then multiply that answer by the balance, and it's $52 going to interest every month. Do you see what they have this person paying? Shout out to T, all right? Thank you for supplying me with this. These are real numbers, all right? $66 a month. Now, so what does that mean? That means that $14 will be going to the principal of $2,186. Do you see what I mean by the bank needing you to take as long as you can with your payments? That's what they want, all right? Not only on the line of credit side, but also on the loan side. That's why we're not gonna pay the way the bank wants us to pay. So as you see all these numbers, I want you to also see this number. Now, yours may be completely different. Your line of credit may be bigger. Your line of credit may be smaller. But can I show you the power of utilizing a deployment account such as the line of credit to capture the cash flow? Remember, that's what we're all about. We're endeavoring to capture cash flow all along the way. And that's what we're going to do right now. And so I actually recommend that you pay off these cash flow sucking loans first, okay? That way you can use these loans, the cash flow from these loans to just hammer away at these lines of credit. Or you can hammer away at the lines of credit and use the cash flow from that to hammer away at these loans. Listen, folks, you have options now. So let's do it. You may be wondering what these numbers are. The number 12, the number 45, and the number 29. Well, these represent the cash flow indicator. The cash flow indicator is actually indicating which loans are less efficient. And so we can see that this loan up top, man, it's a loan for $2,090, yes, but you've got to pay $174 a month for that $2,090. That is an inefficient loan, and we're going to take that loan out first. So what are we going to do? We're going to hammer away at that. We're going to take from our $10,000, and we're going to make sure that we have a balance on the line of credit side of $2,090.20. What happens when we do that? Okay, we have captured this cash flow. That's right. Now, let's just go with our good old cash flow of $2,000. Okay? When are you going to be out of this balance of $2,090, since now you actually have the line of credit that you haven't used, right? But now you use it to take out that loan. So you just, watch this, you have transferred the debt. But now you can do something about it. Would it be fair to say that you're going to take about 1 to 2 months to get out of this debt? So you're out of that debt in 2 months, not in years. And you've captured the $174 in cash flow. So what are we going to do with that cash flow? We're going to add it to the $2,000. So now we have $2,174 in cash flow. That's going to make our debt payments, right, very fast, because we're going to be paying it off extra fast now. So let's do it. 2,174 is our number. That's the cash flow. Now, let's go ahead and make sure that we knock out another one. We're going to knock out the $16,503. Or, you know what? It just came to me. Let's go ahead and get over here. All right? Let's see if we can knock out these lines of credit, right? Let's knock these out, because these lines of credit are going to help us to get rid of these loans. Now, I can do either one, all right? But just to see progress, all right, let's see if we can go ahead and knock out these. So let's do that instead, all right? Okay, 2 months has gone by. Now, you're wanting to knock out another one of these debts. Now, you're going to knock out the least efficient line of credit. You know how you do that now. You take the line balance divided by the minimum monthly payment. But I am just going to see if I can look and see which one I can knock out. I think this is very less efficient, right? So let's go ahead and knock this one out. Since we have the $10,000 now, we've got the 2 months. The two months have passed by. We have the $10,000 in lines of credit again. Let's knock this one out. Okay, 6489, right? Divided by 2,174, all right? And the answer to that is going to be in months, all right? So let's see what that is. You're going to knock out... You're going to knock this line of credit out, okay, in 3 months, all right? Now, what does that mean? When we knock a line of credit out, what does that mean, okay? When we knock a loan out, when we knock a line of credit out, that means that we capture the cash flow that we were actually putting toward someone else. So let's go ahead and knock this out. and let's circle the $280. Where does $280 go? It goes straight toward our cash flow. So let's go ahead and add that up. Uh-oh, we're getting more and more dangerous, all right? So let's go ahead and continue on here. Which one am I gonna knock out this time? Let's knock out 7864. Let's go ahead and knock that one out. 7864. All right. And what happens when I knock this line of credit out? We capture this cash flow. It's going to help us to pay off these lines of credit much, much faster. So let's do it. $238. Okay. Let's just go ahead and add it up. 8962. Now we're at a cash flow of $2,692. A lot of you thought about asking for a raise from your boss. Listen, all you got to do many times is get rid of your credit card debt, and that's your raise right there. All right, $2,692. You're at that cash flow now. All right. So now what are you gonna do? Well, you're gonna look for bigger lines of credit now. Okay, which one can I? Right? Let's knock out this one, all right? And we're going to show you the power of doing this, okay? So let's knock this one out. 7408. How long are we going to take that one? How long is it going to take to pay $7,408 off? Okay, let's go ahead and show you that as well. Would you believe that it's 2.75 months? So let's go ahead and round up, remember? That's our style. We round up, okay? 3 months. Okay, it's going to take you 3 months. I know it's going to take less than that, but let's round up just to show you the power of velocity banking. 3 months, okay? We're out of the 7,408 line of credit in 3 months. What happens to the cash flow? It comes to us. Do you see what we're doing? We're eating up now. Like the banks used to eat up our bank account, right? We're eating up now. Oh, it's beautiful. And we're capturing that cash flow instead of the bank. So let's go ahead and do this. $226, okay? And we're going to add it to, don't worry, I'll clean this up for you, all right? $2,692. We're going to be adding it, okay? Yeah, I'm from that old school, man. We didn't have Common Core. All right, look at this. 8, 9, okay, and 2. Almost $3,000 in cash flow now. Let's go ahead and clean this up, and we'll be back to knock out one of these lines of credit. Okay. We got $2,918. Let's go ahead and knock out another one. Man, I'm going to knock this one out. All right. $5,907. All right. Let's go ahead and see what that one is. In 2.02 months. But again, let's just go up to 3 months, all right? Let's go up to 3 months just to show you the power, just so you know that I'm not shortchanging you, all right, at all. So you're knocking it out in 3 months. But what happens when we knock this loan out? That cash flow comes to us. That's why we do it, all right? $2,918 plus the $177. Let's go ahead and do that. And that's 15, 7, 8, 9, all right, and 3,095, all right? So what are we going to do now that we have $3,095? Let's continue to take care of these lines of credit. Remember, because how are we paying for this? How are we having the $2,000 of cash flow? It doesn't matter if you get paid $7,000 and you have $5,000 in expenses, or you get paid $3,000 each month and you have $1,000 in expenses. Listen, $2,000 in cash flow is what? $2,000 in cash flow. Okay, always remember that. So that's what we started out with. Now we have $3,095. Let's go ahead and knock out, which one did we say? 5,873. So now that's going to go ahead and be divided by 3,095. Let's do that. You're not going to believe this, but you're going to be out of this loan in 1.89 months. But let's just round up to 2 months, okay? 2 months. Gonna be out of that loan. Of course, you have the $59, okay? 14, 15, 1, 3. Now you are at $3,154 in cash flow, all right? So let's go ahead and see, with the $3,154 in cash flow, let's see what we can do with that cash flow when it comes to knocking out these loans, okay? We got to still come back to that. So I'm looking at this and I'm not seeing really, okay, we went ahead and captured that cash flow. I'm not really seeing a loan that would justify me taking months over here on the line of credit side. And so I made the decision, and you can make the decision to go ahead and use the cash flow that you've obtained to knock out some of these loans over here, all right? So we're gonna go next on the totem pole, and we're gonna actually grab, right, this massive cash flow here of the $16,503. So we're gonna shift our attention from the line of credit, paying off the line of credit, to the loan side. What is that gonna look like? Let's see, $16,503. We're gonna go ahead and just smash it with our line of credit of $10,000, right? So we're gonna, boom, right? $10,000. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with that $3,154. How long are we gonna be inside of that line of credit? Let's do it. You can't believe this, man. So we're gonna be out of this line of credit balance in 3.17 months, okay? So let's just round up to 4. You know what? Let's round up to 5, okay? You're gonna be out of it in 5 months, even though we know it's 3.17. I just wanna show you how powerful it is, okay, guys? This is the power of time and balance and making sure you know how to take advantage of each. Now, of course, we have $6,503 left, okay? So, of course, we're gonna put $6,503, okay, right here where it says 10,000. Let's go ahead and give you that. How long are we gonna be in that? I'm thinking it's about 2. Is it okay if I just put 3? Is it okay? We're gonna be out of that in 3 months. Let's just do that instead, okay? 3 months. And guess what you're gonna have at the end of that 3 months? Okay, that loan is wiped out. Now remember, I already know that as you're paying each month on the line of credit and the loan, you're paying each month the minimum monthly payment, right? So it's gonna be way less than what I've talked about. But to show you the power, I simply make it easy math, all right? So that you can follow along. So we've got that $555, okay? Now remember, they wanted her in that for years and years and years. Look, you know how they roll. They don't want you out of this in months, in 3 months. They want you out of this in like 3, 4, 5, 7 years, okay? Because they make money off of interest. It's time for you to do the same. So let's go ahead and take care of this interest. Now we've got $555. We're gonna add it to our cash flow, all right? Whoa. Don't worry, I'll clean it up. 5, 6, 7. Folks, we got $3,709 in cash flow. What are we going to do to this? Man, we're going to obliterate that is what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and do it. So again, it's 2.9 months. 2.9 months, we're gonna be out of this loan. And of course, we're gonna capture this $297. So we're gonna add it to the $3,709, right? 297, 16, 910, 4,000. And I think you see how it goes. You see how it goes, right? Okay, and we're gonna take care of this one. It's at 45. We're just gonna go ahead and do the same thing that we did for the others. But I want you to know something. That this is something that you can implement regardless of the line of credit that you have. Did you see what I did? I took advantage of the principal payments. I strategically paid the principal payments in a way, right, with the line of credit that was able to reduce and to cancel out that interest, okay? Because remember, your dollar does three things. And that three things is cancel out the interest, pay down the principal payment, okay? And it also keeps the interest in your money to invest. So interest, investment. Shout out to Christy Van, all right? You're supposed to be taking advantage of interest, just like the banks take advantage of interest, all right? And of course, those that have the Money Max account, they already know all of this. They just plug it in, they play it, they don't write anything down, they just go about their lives. They don't have to worry about money. But if you are wondering how to put this system in effect for you so that you can start paying down those principal payments, making sure that the line of credit is placed toward these principles, right? The principle of a loan. Get with me, right? Listen, you already had things flash on your screen on the upper right-hand side, I believe, of places you can go to either get lines of credit or to actually talk to somebody to see if you need a system that is debt eliminating instead of debt creating, right? So look, folks, listen, I showed you how to pay off all of this, right? I didn't add it up. I can add it up after I shoot this video, right? And show you how much we're saving these people, show you how many months we saved them. But I mean, you can do the math. You were there with me the whole way, all right? You should actually have a pen and some paper each time we come on, because we're going to be discussing numbers, and you're going to be making decisions by the numbers, not by the YouTube content creator. You're not going to be making decisions about what anyone else said that you love dearly. It's okay, all right? And we don't run competition with anyone, all right? But we can collaborate to make sure that your debt snowball becomes a debt blizzard, right? That your debt avalanche becomes a debt blizzard, right? When it's combined with velocity banking. Please let me know in the comments below what video you would like to see next. God bless you, and we'll see you in another video.